What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Double X Prince, here to give you my rebooking of WrestleMania 11, arguably the worst WrestleMania of all time. I still said in my rebooking of WrestleMania 9 that it was that one, which was the worst, but people say this one was the worst, and I agree it's up there as one of the worst, if not the second worst for me. Um, for the most part, this is a hard card to fill up. Particularly the double main event is the only good thing about this show, and some stuff I decided to move around just to get kind of creative, just to see what happens. But anyways, let's just get on with it. For the opening match, it will be for the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Smoking Guns versus Bob Holly and the 1-2-3 Kid. This will be a nice little opener. Just get people excited. At the time, the tag belts didn't mean much, so I said, why not give it to 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly? They were entertaining as hell, and they could definitely carry TV time. So that's just what I would book. Razor Ramon versus Bob Backlund. Again, you could tell I had really nothing for it, but I don't know. I've never seen this kind of match. It would be really nice. Razor Ramon being this super cocky heel, Bob Backlund being this hero, and hell, you could put Razor Ramon over, and then he goes back to his mid-card momentum that he sadly lost down the road. And actually, now that I think about it, never mind. Razor was a face, I believe, at this point. I thought he was a hero. No, that was much later when he was fighting Goldust, or when he eventually went to the WCW to begin the greatest thing that ever happened, the Monday Night Wars. But anyways, two tough babyface, one anti-babyface, kind of like a BVS kind of thing. Obviously not as spectacular, but it will be a nice little match. Tatanka and Roddy Piper versus the IRS and King Kong Bundy. This would just be a great send-off, finally ending this Money Inc. Corporation. Obviously, I would have IRS on the side with IRS and King Kong Bundy. But eventually, I would have Tatanka and Roddy Piper get their comeuppance. Roddy Piper stands tall, getting his little WrestleMania moment. I don't know, it's just something I kind of threw in. I could tell, most of it I really didn't, try. Besides, this match I just kind of threw away, and then Razor and Backlund I thought it was nice, and Smoking Guns versus 3 Kid and Bob Holly was a nice little match to add, so there's that. Next match for the Intercontinental Championship, Jeff Jarrett versus the British Bulldog. I was gonna do Jeff Jarrett and Razor, but after a while they kept throwing the same match over and over that it gets tiresome, so I decided to change it up. Put the British Bulldog and Jeff Jarrett, and I think we'll have a much better match than originally. So that would be really nice to have. Yeah, that will be it. That will be the match we've had. Undertaker. That's the next match I'm gonna talk about. But yeah, Jeff Jarrett and British Bulldog. I guarantee you they'll have a different type of match. Next up, Undertaker versus Bam Bigelow. How the hell did this match never happen? It's just written there. Again, I mentioned at WrestleMania 9 that I actually do enjoy Bam Bigelow, one of the few underrated big men around the time, and Undertaker is my favorite wrestler of all time. Let's have a match, Undertaker, Bam Bigelow. It could be a really interesting match, and I would really love it. Now, this next match, Lawrence Taylor was a shitty wrestler, but I guess he wanted to wrestle, so why not put him in a match? Why not? Lawrence Taylor versus Yokozuna. Yokozuna squashes him. End the story. Yokozuna gets his comeuppance. Lawrence Taylor, boo. And I'll give big heel heat to Yokozuna. Why not? Up to the double main events. I wanted to put the WWF Championship on the main event, but I just didn't, just because, I don't know, for reasons I can't remember. But anyways, the main event, I'll get to it, but the co-main event will be Shawn Michaels versus Diesel for the WWF Championship. Diesel, of course, being the champion. And Shawn Michaels, after winning the Royal Rumble, he takes on his former best friend. The story is there. The problem with WrestleMania 11, that there was a lot of botches during that match. And I gotta admit, it was just such an embarrassment to watch. But I guarantee you, if you guys just tell these guys to just get their shit straight, and I guarantee you there will be a great match. And finally, the main event. it was pretty obvious how the hell this wasn't the main event. They gave it away on free TV, but I wouldn't do that. I would continue it. It would be nice. How about this? Last year, WrestleMania 10, Bret and Owen Hart opened the show. WrestleMania 11, Bret and Hart closed the show in the main event. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. No holds barred match. This match happened on Raw. It was one of the best matches I've ever seen. This should have happened on WrestleMania season, and it should have been the main event. It would be the perfect way to say that Owen Hart main evented of WrestleMania and Bret Hart finally got his comeuppance against Bret Hart. Honestly, either guy could win and I would be happy. Personally, I would have picked Bret Hart just because he eventually does become the WWF champion down the road. But that wouldn't be the end of Owen Hart, as he would maybe just head back to the mid-cards, which it does sound like a bad thing, but Owen Hart could definitely help out the mid-cards, because look at these guys that they had at the time. Yokozuna, Jeff Jarrett, British Bulldog, Tatanka, RRS, and shit like that. So Owen Hart going to the mid-card wouldn't hurt, and Bret Hart keeping him in the main event would definitely be great. So that's just my little card. It's a short video, but you guys understand why. I'm just trying to get through all these videos ASAP. Anyways, it's me, the ALE Double X Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Next up will be my rebooking of WrestleMania 2000. That one was a lot tougher than this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this a lot. Hope you guys are having fun. I know I rushed it, but it's just pretty simple. Anyways, until then, I'm out.